Welcome to Spotlights with Teammates from SurgePay. With me, we have Ayomide, who is a back-end engineer at
Thank you.
SurgePay. Great to have you here.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so could you quickly explain your role at SurgePay and explain it to me like I'm 5 years old?
Okay. So, I'm a backend engineer at SurgePay Technology. So, what I mostly do there is more like building API for the payment infrastructure for the payment system. So, some basic thing that when it comes to API is more of like application programming interface. So, it's like a kind of connection between the backend dev and the frontend dev, between the what's happening under the hood and what the user sees instant. So I help build some cool features, that the payment features like the on ramp and off ramp and wallet transactions, and also like make sure that the system is being secured, so that there won't be loss of funds during the process, and also make sure that the system is scalable. That even though we have a lot of users using that system at that very time, it will always respond well. It won't be slow. So that's basically what I just do at SurgePay Technology. Thank you.
Ooh, that's sweet. My favorite part was the fact that you help it to scale so it's not
Yeah,
slow.
yeah,
We
exactly.
have those hanging phones and hanging app. We ain't having none of that with SurgePay.
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. Okay. What's the most exciting part about integrating Stella with SurgePay?
Okay, yeah. So one of the most interesting parts of me integrating Stellar with SurgePay is the process where you can easily send money abroad, cross-border payments. Stellar is fast. It's also cheap. That's one thing, because when you send money abroad, it costs a lot of conversion fees and all those stuff. So using Stellar alone, within 3 to 5 seconds, you get your payment in your wallet directly. And to then you can easily then off ramp it if you feel like off ramp it, getting it back in a fiat form. So it's just like a cool feature. Stellar is fast, it's reliable, and the process is just seamless. So that's just basically it's like about using Stellar, Green Stellar.
As a developer, explain one Stellar system feature that makes your coding life easier.
Okay, so when I started integrating Stellar, I was thinking like it's gonna be like a difficult process. So there's particular like SDK that the Python developers will be like already like done under the hood, so that I don't have to start using the low level language or the HTTP calls, to integrate my feature. But with the Stellar SDK, everything was just seamless. I was easily I could just easily write a few line of code to do my transactions. I could easily write a few line of code, to fund static balance for user immediately the account is being created. With a few line of code, I can easily like create a trust line, a USD trust line for that account that was created on our platform. So with that SDK, everything was just like made so easy for me.
Sweet. So, if you could give an advice to developers, what would you say?
Okay, so concerning an advice, one thing I always say for a developer is try and get familiar with the documentation that you are using. That's like one easy route for you, not to start thinking of the next step. The moment you can go to the documentation and you even understand what it entails, integrating it very, very easy and very, very fast. You understand now? Even though you come across any issues, there are stellar community that you can easily they can just give them your error that you're facing and they'll always solve it for you. You understand? So make sure you spend an hour or two going through documentation before integrating anything on Stellar.
Sweet. I actually like that advice because most people will just start building. They don't
Exactly.
want to read.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Last question. What's the trickiest bug, and not your cockroach bug, that you have ever had to squash?
Okay, so concerning that, after I actually integrated the Stellar in system, it was working. So we did a feature whereby we want user to to be able to like pay part of the gas fee in their USDC, like in what they are sending, not the native. Because what we do is we cover the fee on behalf of the user with the native. That's like the XLM native Stellar. So we want the user to to be able to pay with their fee, probably be like 0.1 cent USDC during the transaction process. So the issue I faced there was whenever we the user initiate the payment, notification is being sent to our custodian wallet and also being sent on behalf of that user. That means the sender gets two notifications, like which was something that kind of was like caused a mistake, not knowing the actual amount that is being sent out. So the way I was able to fix it was I was able to like make sure that when notification is coming in, I check if the toll address is an address that is in our system. If it is not, then skip that notification and send out the one that is actually on our address so that the sender can receive just only one notification and the receiver also get only one notification.
Sweet. Awesome.
Yeah.
I really like that because most people they don't like MTN and their notifications. That's the easiest example I can say.
Yeah.
So kudos to you. Thank
Yeah.
you. We
Yeah.
appreciate you.
SurgePay is a great app that I would advise you to try and download. If you are a crypto enthusiast, instant that someone that loves crypto, that wants if a means whereby you can easily get your fund without without thinking about the P2P features of either Coinbase or Bybit and all those stuff. So you can pay yourself such pay, and I'm very sure that you won't regret downloading the app. Thank you.
SurgePay. Ooh, and now we have the engine of SurgePay, Miss Yola, who is the social media manager. Any good project or good product has to have great marketing. So, in your words, how would you explain SurgePay to someone who has never heard of crypto or blockchain technology?
Okay, SurgePay is basically an app where you can send or receive money instantly. Crypto dollars is a context of crypto scenario
Sweet. Okay, how would you describe your day as a social media manager for SurgePay?
My day basically involves creating engagement for SurgePay, awareness, posting content, creating content, jumping on trends, and basically educating the masses what SurgePay is all about.
So, what has it been like building with the SurgePay team?
Honestly, it has been exciting. It doesn't feel like work because we're like a team that's so passionate about building something that makes sense, something that's going to help all Africans. And we all have this vision that we believe in that SurgePay is going to be the next big thing. So um, we're like a family basically. It's been just like a year since we started building SurgePay, and it's been wonderful.
So, any down times when you usually like maybe call them for content? Are they responsive? Do they run away?
Okay, developers or engineers, they're not really camera focused people. They always shy away, but we always force them. The social media team, just like the last event we went to. If you check our Instagram page, you'd see our backend developers, and we force them to do content, and they had a nice time at the end of the day.
Sweet. Okay, so your last question, what has been the public opinion and response to SurgePay from socials and your physical interaction, maybe at events?
Okay, on socials, we have a lot of people wanting to know more because there's a knowledge gap in Nigeria and in Africa about what crypto is. Crypto is still coming up, so at SurgePay, we try to educate the public. So we get a lot of questions: How does this work? Can I send money to Botswana? Can I send money to Ghana? Which we always reply that yes, you can. And in person, we also have to explain. Some people already understand, and they're so excited when we tell them, yes, you can receive money as a freelancer. You can receive your crypto and change it immediately. They're all so excited. Oh, let me download this immediately, and it's pretty exciting at the end of the day because who doesn't like your money fast? Because the world is moving fast, and with SurgePay, your money moves fast too.
Sweet. So, lastly, your thoughts, any information you would like to share and closing out with your.
Okay. So, SurgePay is your best payment platform, best payment app. So you can go on Apple Store, iOS Store, Play Store to download it and move your money as fast as you'd want. No middleman, no bank hassles, no extraordinary fees, no excess fees. So jump on the train now and enjoy the benefits of SurgePay.
SurgePay.
Woo-hoo.